My name is Stephen Clark. John 3:16 means a lot to me. One of the reasons why is at the age of 16, my oldest brother, whom I didn't think God could change, when Jesus said in John 3:16, when it said, "For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in Him shall not perish but have everlasting life." Well, that kept putting in more of a meaning to me when. In my family, we were pretty much a dysfunctional family. We were it was terrible. Not saying that we didn't have some good things going on, but we were just dysfunctional. And one thing that God did is changed my brother. And that kind of started a revival in our own family. At the age of 16, my brother graduated, whom I didn't think could of anybody that could change. It would be him, but the problem was he couldn't. I said he was probably the worst fella, worst brother. That's what my thought was then, and we fought constantly and all these things. But anyway, one thing I always did, and I always looked up to him and kind of respected him, even though. But one of the things that I did is I kept looking at him as he graduated, and I was still going to school at age 16. And one day he came home and had something on his mind, and he shared with his whole family about what God did in his life. And so that John 3:16 is a very, very verse that my oldest brother, shared with not only me but all of our siblings, which I'm one of 6 in the family. And when he shared that scripture to us, I said, "Mike, you changed. How did that happen? How can anybody change you?" And sure enough, God did that change and through him. And so at that moment, I said, "Mike, I respect you, but one thing I know is that if God could change you, He could change me." And that is exactly what He did. We went into a bedroom, and there my brother shared with me the gospel. And at that point in time, I got on my knees, and he led me into the sinner's prayer. From that day on, we've been gloriously saved. And God has been doing a mighty work in his life. Not saying there's been tough times in his life, but my own life as well. I am now the associate pastor at First Baptist Church, and God's continued to lead me and my family into different areas of ministry. And so God, in that verse, He changed me. He loves you, and He loves me. Every time when I share that verse, for God so loved the world, I put this as I take the world out and I put for God so loved Stephen, for God so loved you, and so remember that, and for God so does love you, and for God so loved the world.